Welcome back once again to the greatest competition on the internet. Like and subscribe. It's Versus 5. Hello everyone, I'm ChasingLamely. Welcome to episode number 2 of the Versus 5 challenge. Today we're playing Nashville in our 14th game of the MLS season, where hopefully we're going to keep our run of form going. You can see we're top of the Western Conference, but that's not the headline news, because if we look at the overall table, the Supporters' Shield, we're also sitting top. We are the best team in the US right now. We need to keep that going. What you've missed so far since we last played, which my brain is struggling to remember what we last played, was a New York game. We drew 2-2 with Houston. We beat Austin 2-0. We beat Portland 4-0. I'm going to learn English. We beat Real Salt Lake 3-2, Houston 3-0. We beat Dallas in the US Cup 4th round, San Jose in the US Cup 5th round. Then we drew with Colorado, which brings us to today with Nashville. There are a couple of new signings to tell you about, but I'll go through them because they're in the lineup today. So we have a couple of injuries, which is an issue. Samir Nasri is just coming back from injury, so he won't start today. Carlos Vela is also out today with an injury. He's going to be missing for 2 more weeks. And Castillo is out injured for 2 weeks as well. So a bit of a shaky lineup, a bit of a makeshift lineup today. We're missing our 2 best players from the starting lineup. We do have Vermeer, Murillo, Segura, Gilaboji, whose name I will one day learn to pronounce, Kay, Atuesta, Johnny, Lindell, Hairston on the right-hand side filling in for Vela, Blessing and Corey Baird up top, Nasri, Blackman, Janela, Luis Silva, who's one of the new signings, by the way. Luis Silva, he's coming from Seattle after a 2-year absence from the MLS. 32 years old, but fairly good all round. Fills in a lot of positions, so I brought him in as a bit of a backup player. We have got Farfan on the left-hand side. He's one of the youngsters who's in the squad. Castiglianos is another new signing. He came in from Rio Grande Valley, but he was actually owned by the LA Galaxy at one stage as well. So he has played MLS football, I think. He may not have done. Possibly hasn't done. Either way, he's come into the team. He's a decent, youngish centre-half, so we'll hope to get the best out of him. And the other new signing here is Moises Hernandez, who is a striker. Previously with Atlanta, they drafted him, then released him. So we picked him up because he's not bad. He's not bad for a 21-year-old at this level. Anyway, let's get into the game and let's pick up 3 more points and keep the pressure on avoiding relegation, because we need to win this for Team GB. In the dressing room, we're going to say we're the favourites. We should be winning this one comfortably. I noticed on the opposition report there are some players whose names I recognise, which is always a good sign in the MLS. I feel like I know Reece Williams from somewhere because he played for Liverpool. He's now with Nashville, so he might be all right. He's definitely someone I've come across before. Dax McCarty is a name I know too. He is a very experienced player, 13 caps for the US national team, and many games in the MLS, 394 games in the MLS, so he's pretty special. Otherwise, no one I recognise as being massively spectacular. Doesn't mean they're not. Like Harry Mukhtar, fairly sure he's decent. Fairly sure he's decent because he is their top assist maker. He's worth $4 million. Previously played for Brøndby, Sporting Lisbon, and Red Bull Salzburg, and Hertha Berlin. So might be a decent little player too. And their top scorer, John de Cadiz, who recently played for Dijon, Sporting Lisbon. That's Sporting Lisbon or Benfica, I'm never sure. Vitória Setúbal, bunch of players, a bunch of teams in Portugal. So some good all-rounders. Anyway, let's go win. Let's go win. That's the important thing. We have a tunnel interview because, of course, we are. Seattle Sounders are in action against the Galaxy. Do I think they're going to win the match? Sure, because they're doing pretty well. How valuable is having a versatile player like Latif Blessing in your squad? Absolutely always useful in a league where you don't get much in the way of a squad. We also have Rodriguez coming back off loan in a couple of weeks, and I have to figure out how I'm going to get him into the team. Or, I say the team, how I'm going to get him into the squad. Getting him into the team is easy because he's one of the better players in the squad. Figuring out how I get him into the actual squad without cutting half my squad, it's going to be interesting because he's quite expensive on the old salary cap. So watch this space. There may be some more players getting released next episode. It's taking almost 20 minutes to get to our first highlight of the match, and it's a throw-in with Murillo to Atuesta to Segura, who plays it through to Lindell to Latif on the left-hand side. He has an option out to the left-hand side. It'll be K there, I expect. It is. Can he get a ball in? Finds Latif again. Plays it back to Leandor. They're defending very deeply. Latif is trying to get through a bunch of players. Kay picks up the loose ball. Johnny takes a pop. And Johnny scores his first goal of the season for us. I knew this kid looked pretty good when I picked him up from Brazil. To find an American player playing in Brazil who therefore doesn't count as an international player against your squad, unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable things happening there. We needed that. We needed that goal. We've got ourselves a lead, and hopefully we can maintain this and keep our run going. Free kick for Nashville, edge of the box. Mukhtar is going to take it. We need to defend this well, because otherwise we're in trouble, and we are in trouble. Mukhtar, with his second of the season, scores from a free kick. Incredible free kick, but that hasn't helped us at all. And I very much need to try and spur this team on, and I don't know what to do. The trouble is that having Nasri not fully fit to not want to risk him, as well as not having the best players in the squad, is I feel like I'm very loose on options. But Latif Blessing is also not playing well, and that feels like where I would bring Nasri on if I was going to. So he may well be coming on in the second half, and it is half time, so the second half is upon us. And I'm not happy with your performance out there. It's a very good call. Everyone seems motivated except for Vermeer and for Latif Blessing, who I don't think can be motivated at this point. He keeps asking me for a new contract, then he keeps giving me performances like this. I think I'm going to say there's more to come from you. I know you've got what it takes. He has been very good for us more often than not, but occasionally he just goes missing from a game. Free kick for Nashville. I've had to take the risk. Sapong is through. That's 2-1. I've had to take the risk and send on Samir Nasri just because I'm not getting a performance. It's going to go to VAR. I'm not getting a performance out of Latif. It's been disallowed, which is a small mercy. Hopefully the introduction of Nasri into the game. Oh, he's only just offside. We've got very lucky there. Hopefully the introduction of Nasri into the game, A, won't lead to him getting more injured, and B, will actually lead to opportunities to score. Throw in on the right-hand side, Murillo to take it. Looking for Johnny, doesn't find him, which is disappointing. We need to chase this ball down here. Segura, ball forward to Murillo. Murillo back to Segura. Plenty of good combination football from these two. Ball goes forward to Hairston. Hairston on the right-hand side. Can he find the ball into the box? He won't. Murillo probably will. He gets the ball back into the midfield. Janela, who's just come on as a sub, plays it back to Segura. We're looking for Hernandez up top. I've brought him on as well just to freshen up the front line a little bit. Murillo, he's got another chance to play it back to Johnny. Johnny into Janela. Janela takes a pop, comes off the defender. And now we're under real pressure because Jonda is coming at us. I don't know how fast our defence are going to get back for this. Oh, it's going to be a problem. It's off the post. Segura gets rid of it. Lucky break. And that's full time. It has finished 1-1. Nasri couldn't really get involved in the game. I'm guessing the injury's still hampering him. Same for Hernandez, who I guess not injured, but just couldn't quite make the most of the opportunity. A lot of waste opportunities. You can see we're all over them on the stats. I'm not too disappointed because it does keep the unbeaten run going, but we still need to get something done. That performance has shown me there's much to be done. We're getting on the training ground in the morning. Yes, we are. Are we going to get the tunnel interview? Are we going to get lucky? We have got the tunnel interview. Just how damage was it for your team to concede? Yeah, pretty much. Can you keep this fantastic run of form going? I think we're masters of our own destiny. That makes all the sense in the world to me. Is there a chance overconfidence and complacency could become an issue here? Not to me. Not to me, bucko. Right. So we've scored 30 points so far after 14 games. That's a fairly good return. We need to have a quick look and see where we're coming back. Just so you guys know, we have got Rodriguez coming back at the end of this month. So that's going to become a really, hopefully useful reinforcement if I can figure out how to get him in the squad. So we're coming back in 7 more games time. So that's 3, 4, 5. It should be the Colorado game. Hopefully this time it will be the Colorado game and it won't get changed because of the cup run. It might do. Anyway, that's what we should be back for in next week's episode. Join me for that. Absolutely do join me for that. But in the meantime, guys, we need to wrap this up. So thanks very much for watching. You can find the links to the other creators down below, as well as the explanation of what this series is about. It's all in the description. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Go cheer on the rest of Team GB because my guys need the love. Go check them out. Don't forget to like and subscribe because liking and subscribing is good for the soul. Don't forget to hit the socials, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon at ChasingLamely. magic graphic to remind you that you should have subscribed by now and rung the bell. Why haven't you done it? You won't see the next episode, probably, maybe, unless you ring the bell. Just saying. Until next time, guys, I've been Chasing Lamely. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all very soon. Have a good one.